Hopefully you're back. I'm trying this again. Um, let's see. Is it working? Is it working? I need to get myself a intro going so that I can have time to check on everything. Okay. Hopefully you can hear me. Okay. Okay. All right, let's try this again. Hi, this is Rochelle with Scrapcraftastic. Plan with me. Hey, Regina and Erica. Hello. Okay, I'm having technical difficulties. This is like the third time this has happened, but it's never been to this extreme. So I think I know what I can do to fix it in the future. Anywho, it's been a busy morning already. I've been to the dentist. I ran around town. I went and got coffee. I gassed up my car. Um, and just made it back in time to get ready to stream. All right, so today we are going to be working in my B6 Stalogy. This is what it looks like. I just brought this because I need to fill in some things here. Hello, Chris. So, um, I was considering briefly switching to a new Stalogy for July, but I think I'm just going to ride this one out. I like to have a whole year in one planner, and I probably could have done it if I had not done this. And it turns out I'm not even using this, not really. So maybe next year I won't do that if I can make it through this. I kind of counted the pages. I think I had 78 pages left. What's made this, I've used so much because even with this, normally I would have had that in the front anyway. And I don't have nearly as many pages in the front of this as I usually do that aren't actual planner pages. Yeah. So I think what's eaten up so many pages is that I have been doing dailies for most of the year. And maybe I need to switch that up. I was doing dailies so that I could still write but use lots of stickers too. But maybe if I do a week on 4 pages, go back to that, then I won't have that issue and I won't run out of space. Because I was trying to figure out the math of how it would work, but I got tired of trying to figure it out, so I just gave it up. And I'll try and do something different. Now, where's my ruler? Other ruler. I'm gonna go ahead and draw out this grid for the monthly. And I don't know why I put these markers in here because they were in another container. These are from Fancy Budgeting. So I want just my microns in here, but as I reorganize, I'm going to take those other markers out. I don't even know if they still work. Um, is this the right one? Yeah, I think so. Okay, so I'm going to draw it out. Oops. Set this aside. All right. These are the stickers that I'm going to be using on the monthly. Let me get to that part. And this is the washi that I'm going to use. I pulled this originally, but then I remembered this and this. I think this is perfect for this summertime spread. So I'll probably use this. Maybe a little of that. We'll see how it goes. All right. And these are from Plum Soul Studio. I do have a link and a code in the description box. Well, I don't know if it's in this description box, but it will be. because I had to start a whole new video. So I'm not sure if that information made it. I think it did. So what I'm doing, I already drew out the grid with pencil, and I'm just going and marking where the beginning and the ending of my boxes should be, because it makes it easier to line up the ruler since this grid is so light. That's the only issue I have with the Stalogy, is the grid is a little on the light side, especially on the pages where I've already added my writing and stickers. I can see the grid fine on this page because the pages are a little bit see-through, so the grids underneath show through. But on this page, I can't really see it as well. So I do this to kind of help me, guide me. Hi, Margetta. Am I saying it right? I hope so. Okay. So do I want to do it from this side? I think that's better because I can get the ruler flatter on the paper. And this kind of helps me know where I got to stop and end with my lines. And I don't have to guess. I've been thinking I should draw a line in the center here. I don't think I'm gonna do it this time. How is everyone today? I'm a little exhausted because I was a little concerned about my dental appointment because this was the first time I had was numbed there. And let's see, I need something under here. And so I was concerned on how that was going to go, but it was fine. I need a floppy ruler so I can get into the hump area without making a mess like I just did. But it doesn't really matter that much. I mean, because technically I could probably just draw this by hand. I think I need this anyway. Right, I hope that's right. Let's reference June. See what I did. Okay, let's see how this works out. I gotta leave room for the days of the week or the days of the month, whatever. Um, let's stick with Old Faithful. Maybe I should use the washi card because there's so many divots in that ruler. It's been a little bit problematic. Might be a little quiet today. 'Cause yeah, I'm already a little bit tired from being all wound up about that appointment this morning. So, where's the sticker book? Oh, there it is. Let's see if we can use some different day of the week stickers. Hey, Mika. Beyonce is here. Why don't I? Oh, I see. Hey. Okay. I think I'm gonna use. Hmm. I think I'm gonna use these this time. I think I'm almost out of all of these. Yeah. These had extra Fridays and Sundays on them, I think. Yeah, so it had three of everything else and four of Friday and Sunday. Um, so I got all those sheets with extra Fridays and Sundays. So I don't know how I'm going to handle that. Guess I'll toss them. Maybe I could put them in a sticker book, but I don't know for what purpose. That would be fine if I was still doing the micro dailies, because then I could just use those. But I don't know. Got one more week of these. Maybe I should make some myself. I really loved Piper Paper Company stickers. As you can see, I got this whole book mostly just Piper Paper Company stuff. So, I mean, I got a few of my own stickers in there, but for the most part, it was Piper Paper Company for me. Now they're gone. Um, what do I need? I need Mojo Jojo plans. I don't think this is the right one. Came right to the correct page. Where's July? Am I missing? Oh, there it is. It's not the whole word. There it is. It was a snake. There's only one? Oh, there's a bunch of them. Okay. Wow. Can't even feel where the line is. Do I want to use these dates? These tiny ones? Those are so little. I did use them once or twice. Or do I want to just write them in this month? Hmm. Decisions. Look at these something here. Since this sheet is going to be finished, we can experiment on it. Nope. I need a more peachy color. Why don't I have that? Mm, a peachy orange, orangey color. Um, where are my other markers? They're not in the drawer. I bet this one is perfect, and this is a Dollar Tree. Maybe not. No, it's darker than I thought it was. This is a Jot highlighter. These are not half bad. I think I should go with that one. Which one was it? Let's do that. Probably should put it on the other side. Do y'all know what I just did? It's not my day. We gonna leave the dates on the bottom. OMG. Wasn't even thinking about it. Let me take this off. Just putting down stickers. Did anybody notice? Nobody even noticed. Y'all had no idea. Let me put some heat on this to get them off. I mean, it could work either way, technically, but it's not right. Glad I figured it out before I went too far. These stickers don't move very well either. The ink starts coming off if you agitate them too much. Back to you, Tuesday. She don't want to act right. Everything is crooked. All right. Oh, it's messy, messy, messy. Should I just take these off and use different days? Because they look horrible now. Ink's coming off. I think I am. Let me see what I got in Mojo Jojo plans, because that doesn't happen with these. I don't usually do upside down. I'm just not, I guess I'm just not in the game today. Do those work? So I don't like these with the ink coming off. That's gonna bug me. And I hate I messed up my second to last set of these because I like them, but just can't take them up if you stick them down because half the ink's gonna be missing. I wonder what kind of printer these were printed with. Can't be laser because laser is heat set. That won't come off like that. But I've never really had that happen with inkjet. So I don't know what that's about. All right, let's try that again. These are close, almost the same, just not quite. I might end up taking the backing off of this page because the fight is real with these clear stickers, especially when they're smaller. Mm, That's better. Okay, let's put down some more washi so I won't get confused even more with what I'm supposed to be doing. So this is simply gilded, but I don't know if this is going to work. Maybe I don't need washi at the bottom. Do I have some bright sunshiny florals that I could use instead? I do, but those are not the right kind of bright sunshiny florals. I think I'm hoarding the Anika flowers, actually. I just don't want to use them. Um, I just had another idea. Where is it? Live, love, hush is summary, but I don't think we got the right kind of color scheme. No, I don't want that either. I need more summery washi or deco or something. Where's my other creative? This is the one I don't really like that much. I could use the dates from this. They're a little big. Mm, I know what to do. I'm ill prepared. Let me think. There is a greenery botanical babe. That's what it's called. Let's check that one. And let's check the Happy Planner books that I got recently. There's one in here. Where's the other one? It's the one I don't really like. Hmm. Sorry, y'all. I'm coming. We can look in here. Oops. And where's the other Happy Planet book? There it is. Okay. All right. Surely we can find something in some of this. Let's save Happy Planner for last. So this is, I forgot this one has some quotes in it. This isn't giving me beachy coastal vibes, although it could. It needs to go with something else. Like, I guess I'm just gonna have to use some tropical stuff. 'Cause I haven't put a dent in this book. Oh, that's nice. Okay, we might do that. It's that clicking noise. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. So we're gonna have some tropical vibes on this. If I can get it off the page. I probably should look at the other ones before I decide 100%. I know I'm not using that one. Probably not using these two. The dilutions. Let's see what Happy Planner is talking about. Well, I could use some of the. I just don't like that look for this. Yeah, no. Mm-mm. It's not good. I really don't like this book as much as I thought I would. I do like these though. And I like these. I don't know, something about the artwork. I don't know. It just, I don't feel like I can mix that well with other things. Probably the problem. This is clear. Oh, my son just ordered something from Einstein Bagels. I don't think I ever had them before. So we'll see how I like it. Regina was asking what everyone is having for lunch. Okay. So we're not putting washi. Maybe I'll end up putting washi over this. Could have lined that up a little bit better, but it'll be fine. So I want to go ahead and put my July down, or do I want to put some floral up there? And this is Color Plan Summer Florals. From what year, I do not know. Oops. Oops. Let's get it over here where I can see. All right, now let's get into the other stickers. Before I go too far, put her on, try to put her on the 4th. She don't really fit. So that's done. I think I'm going to do like a little collage along here of the deco. I don't know what else to do with some of this. Mm-mm. See, I always have a hard time with this deco. Just don't know what to do with it. It's gotta make sense. And sometimes it just don't make sense to me. I guess I can use the green since um, we got green over here. Okay. So what else is happening in July? Let me go ahead and write the numbers in here. Oh, I forgot I had this perfume bottle in my hand. Let's put that back, like on the paper. Dries. Oh, she's in the way. Oh, bathing suit is in the way. We almost made it. So then do we have room for the shoes there? Let me refer to June again. I did use a 2025. I wanted to put the summertime on here. This aside. See. So what's got Independence Day? Um, that's it, right? I don't think I want to put Independence Day because it's so big. So therefore, I'm gonna put something even bigger. Or maybe I'll put nothing. And I don't know what the full moon is for July. Anybody know what it is? Oh wait, did I have that written on here? Is that a 10 or a 6? The buck moon is supposed to be on the 10th. I hope that's right. Did I put the right year on here? Yes, it says 2025. And we'll deal with the 4th of July somehow, some way. I'm sure I got some stars or something somewhere. Um, they might not be the right colors. Okay, I'll do a YouTube live script. That sounds like a plan. I should probably write that down. Where's my notebook? I think I took it out of here. See, that's the problem. I need stuff in so many places. Or how about just live stream in case it's not on YouTube or live or something like that? Because we might go to Twitch and go live, or we might go to Discord and go live. I need to start using those. I was thinking I could use my Twitch for Journal Life's Journey, though. I don't know. Let me put this back. That's interesting. No suitable colors. So we'll just match. Do matchy match. Does this have any stars on it? I was thinking it did, but maybe it doesn't. Uh-oh. No stars. Okay, well, that's a no. Let's see what else I got going on over here. I got a lot of cleaning up to do because I got sticker books just everywhere. I knew I had a book from the Happy Planner, one of those skinny books from when they were me and my big ideas. This. These are stars, but they don't. There we go. Okay, that's good enough for that. Right? Um, okay. Oh, you're on two different accounts. See, I'm thinking Regina. When I saw Regina, I thought I was looking at the other Regina, Regina Hector. But it's you, Regina. I didn't even look at the last name. Um, where them fans at? Where is everybody? Do I need to start going on later or earlier? I'm wiped out after I'd say 2 o'clock is pushing it. After 2 o'clock, I'm pretty wiped out. I do want to add her on here. I think I'm going to put this right here because I won't probably have any use for it anywhere else. And then that's probably, I'm wiped out probably because I've been up for hours doing stuff. That doesn't look right over her, but it's about to be fine. Trying to use as much as possible. Okay. So I'm going to call that it for the monthly setup. I have no idea what I'm doing for the weeklies. So we will have to come back. I'm thinking I'm going to do, let's just go ahead and do the whole month, right? Because July is going to be hecticana, really. And I really need to get serious about my table mate gifts. I picked out the packaging for them. Now I just got to figure out what's going to go in the packaging. Pathetic. I'm going to use up the rest of these stickers in July. Where's July? Or the end of, did I even put anything for the rest of June? No, I did not. I'm going to use this here. Wasn't this like the first day of summer? And I didn't note it in here. And she got on hot clothes for July. What was I thinking about? Let's offset her with something cool. Let's go on and pop her somewhere in August. That's done. Instead of putting it in a sticker book, I might as well use it in my planner, right? Right. Then we got all of this goings on. It's the end of July. I should probably have saved this for something else, but let's put it up here. So that's done. Monday, still got all these pages to work with and the last few pages of this month. Um, what have I got? This leftovers, not much. Hmm. Okay, we'll revisit this because I wasn't planning on working in this today. It just kind of all right. So this is this week, and I need to get caught up. So I need a box because, and I need a cancel sticker, even though I don't have anything written there. Something was canceled. I was supposed to do this the other day, but I didn't do it. Am I missing them? So all of these are basic boxes, and they are available to Scrapcraft. These are gray, but I'm gonna use one anyway. Um, they're available to Scrapcraftastic patrons. The link for the Patreon is in the description box below. Okay, let's get to it. Let's get to it. Okay, so I got a sticker for that, but What happened yesterday? Oh, actually, I need another sticker. Okay, so the dental appointment was canceled. Because they didn't have any power. Remember I told y'all about that? So I get to use another cancel sticker. And I might as well use one of these big old dentist stickers. I just got dental appointments everywhere. But need to use the stickers. I think I used all the gas stickers. I did coffee, so I can use this one up. Does Caliber Plan still have these kinds of books? Anybody know? And Anika's Creative Closet has a sticker book coming out Friday. It's all quotes. Did she know I needed quotes? It's all quotes. Somebody please help me remember to get that book. Because they don't look like a bunch of cheesy quotes either. They look pretty cool. Just from her flipping, what I saw her flipping through it on Instagram. There's going to be an official flip through, I think, on her channel. I don't know if I want to watch that because I won't be surprised when I get it, if I get it. Hopefully, they won't like sell out. I quit buying a lot of stuff in the planner community because I don't like to have to rush. I feel like I want to just be able to get it. I don't need extra pressure and stress in my life of trying to, like, how they used to have them at midnight, stay up just to get stickers. I didn't like that. I'm too old for that. Um, and it's too hard for me to stay up. I'm gonna put this on Thursday. Juan, this new guy I've been watching. He does crochet. His name is Juan. I think his channel is Juan the Crocheter or something like that. He was selling some yarn bundles and stuff like that the other day. And I wanted to get some, but he started to sell at midnight. I'm like, oh, by then I'm gonna even forget you got to sell. But when I woke up the next morning, I saw he had posted that everything was already sold out. So I didn't get anything. But I guess if I don't like that. But I guess that gives people on the West Coast a chance too. I don't know. Mhm. I remember those days of having to stay up. I think I did it a couple of times, but I was just like, no, this is not for me. It wasn't canceled, it was rescheduled actually. Yeah, this is not for me. Yeah, I can't do it. And that kinda makes me for a while, I stopped shopping at shops that did that because I understand they're small shops and they can't just always have everything in stock, but my goodness, the pressure of it all. I feel like there's something else in here. I need a crochet sticker. I'm thinking about making a whole my son says, "Do you think you have enough yarn?" And I was like, "Why?" He said, "Because you might be over it soon." And I was like, "I don't think I'm gonna be over it because I've been looking for something that I could just sit in my room and keep myself busy instead of just doom scrolling or just saying feeling like I should be doing something else. And then I feel like I'm doing something. So I don't think I'm gonna get over it again. Plus, I feel like I know how to do it better now than the previous 2 times. The first time I started with crochet, it was so long ago. I don't even think I had any children then. Then the second time, eh, I made a blanket. It's still up in the closet, a granny square blanket, but this time feels different because for a long time I had yarn and my oldest daughter was like, I wanted to get rid of it. And I know I'm just rambling, but I just want to tell somebody. So I wanted to get rid of the yarn, and she would say, "Don't get rid of it. You might want to use it." And then finally one day I just like, this gotta go. So I think gave it to Goodwill or something. And so there was absolutely no yarn in the house. I wanted to make a little cover for my standard size rings from Mystic's Little Gifts. So I bought 1 ball of this chenille really soft yarn from Joann, and that was probably 2 years ago maybe, and I made the cover, and the planner still lives in that cover, and I still have the leftover yarn, but I never did anything else with it. Then I had some, like, kinda like a string yarn that I was using for junk journaling purposes, and, um, I don't know why I had it. I think that's why I had it, and I made this little just like a backdrop for when I'm too lazy to come in the craft lab and I wanna take photos in my room or wherever, then I could put that backdrop down and take the pictures, but I never even used it. I crocheted the whole thing up, and it's folded up in my little basket with other planner stuff. Um, and I'm thinking of frogging it. That's a new stitching term I learned when you take something a loose that you made or you, like, messed up and you take it a loose, that's called frogging. So, I'm thinking of frogging it because I can use that yarn for something else, and it's just sitting there doing nothing anyway. I also learned the term blocking, which I haven't tried yet, but that's when you can use steam or warm to hot water, depending on what kind of yarn you're using, to stretch out and mold the shape a little bit better of whatever you're doing, whatever you're making. So I have made myself a hexagon sweater, granny squares or granny sweater. I don't know if it's granny square sweater. Anyway, it's got a hood on it. So I wanted something with a hood. So I haven't blocked it yet. But just so happens I got a steamer right before graduation so I could steam my outfit. And so I'm gonna steam it one day soon. Do y'all care? I would think you don't. But anyway, so I'm thinking I already have covered a notebook. I gotta put the video up on Scrapcraftastic channel. Hopefully I'll get it up this week, where I covered an inexpensive notebook to use for my crochet. So this morning I popped up with the bright idea of all the different sections that I want for my crochet journal, which made me think, well, maybe I need to put it in its own cover, Traveler's Notebook style, because I'm doing it Traveler's Notebook style, and I was gonna have it mixed in with the garden journal that I have, but the garden situation is an epic fail at this point. and maybe I just need to put that in a smaller notebook. So I'm thinking of repurposing the garden notebook and making it a crochet notebook because I need a tracker to track how many days I'm crocheting, if I'm crocheting every day. I need a log of all the yarn that I have so I know what I got because right now I got a lot. And I need a WIP page that's works in progress, even though I don't intend to have a lot of works in progress because I am doing my best to finish before I start something else. So, like, I have so many boxes of works in progress from my junk journal channel, Journalized Journey. I'm even embarrassed to show. I was gonna show, like, the island of misfit or incomplete journals where I've started journals and didn't finish them just because I really like making covers, and I just make cover after cover after cover, so I got so many covers that are made, um, but yeah, I don't wanna have that happen with my crochet project, so I'm doing my best to finish. I have one big project, and then everything else is little so that I can finish it quickly because I do get bored easily, so yeah, there's that. I wonder how many people have left. Let me check, see how many people still here. We only got 10. We have 14. Anyway, um, let me get back to filling this in. So Tuesday, yesterday, I did do laundry. Um, and I spent the afternoon. What else did I do? We went to get the papers notarized. My son is getting his ears pierced with my protests, under protests, but there was more that happened Monday than that. Um, yeah, I don't like it, but okay, so we have baked flounder. I'm trying to keep up with that. Mashed potatoes and roasted broccoli. And then what else? I watched agenda-free TV most of the day. And that was canceled, but it was 7:30. Right. Tuesday seems like so long ago, and it was just yesterday. Oh, we went to Costco yesterday. And where's my sticker book? Let's use up these little TVs or streams, even though I try not to put any work related stuff in here. Is that why people have, um, what do you call them? Or what kind of planner is that? Catch-all planners? Explain that to me. Can somebody explain that to me? What's a catch-all planner? What do you put in there? I mean, I thought I knew, but then maybe I don't. Maybe I got it wrong. Catch-all is just you put everything in there and then you separate it out. How does that work? Because I try to keep everything separate, but sometimes I just want to write everything in here. Okay. Just use one of these. Um, I'm gonna use her. I'm gonna use this for the smoothie. We got cast today, so I'm gonna use this. Feeling this. All right. EMFH is every man for himself. I'm not cooking today. Um, I'll fill in the rest of that later. Let's see. Today was the real dental appointment. Wrong book. This is the right one. Bless you. Um, I don't know what we eating tomorrow. I haven't thought that far ahead. Now this is what I need to fill into. I think I won't do that on camera. Because that could get real boring with me flipping back and forth. I'm sure. Let's put this up. But yeah, I want to start cracking when I crochet. So I've crocheted every day this week. And when I get off from here, that's what I'm going to go do. I'm making a top. I'm using cotton yarn for the first time. Okay. So I can't read everything Erica said, but she says the planner that has everything in it. Yeah, like my Kimbor. It's fine. I'm here. Because everybody left. She's saying it's fine. It's fine to me too. I'm enjoying myself. So that is it, and I'm getting things done. So that's even better. And then I can have company while I do it. Um, and when I leave, I'll have everything done that I want to have done for today. That's why I like doing the live streams because I can. Oh, that's what happened. So yeah, so I can do it. I can get my content up. I can get things done and feel accomplished and go on with my life. All right. So we'll be back Friday. I already have planned out what we're going to be doing because I did do some planning this morning before I left for my appointment in this planner that I don't remember what I called it, but I like it a lot. This is a standard Stalogy. It was an A5 Stalogy that I cut down to standard. Okay, Regina E is still here, but I cut this down from an A5 Stalogy to standard size Traveler's notebook size. So as you can see, put a few stickers in here for this week, and I went ahead, planned it out, planned all this out. I don't know that I'm going to do it, but I wrote it down so that I don't forget that that's what I intended. And as you can see, I have nothing for Journal Life's Journey. I just don't know what I want to do over there because I get in these moods where I just don't feel like being in the craft lab. I don't know how to explain that. But I still want to do stuff, but it's not stuff that I am able to record. But anyway, July is already drawn out. We did that, what, last month? So I'm thinking this month I'm going to go ahead and draw out August, maybe Friday. Draw that out because it's going to be a very busy, busy period, and I don't think I'm going to have time. I also want to do some pre-planning for the end of July. So I got to get my thoughts together and wrapped around what I want to do so I can have some things to share while I'm not able to go live. Hopefully I'll be able to go live the whole time, but I just want to be prepared just in cases. Okay, Honey says a catch-all is where you write everything. She says she guesses her planner, or I'm assuming she is a catch-all, appointments, journal entries, etc. I don't add any work related at all. Write everything. Yeah, but like doing social media stuff, it's would that be considered work? I don't think so. That's where I get tripped up because I used to write everything in one planner. So I guess I had a catch-all. That was back in my Happy Planner days. And I kind of miss that. It's a simpler way of doing things, but then when things go nuts, you need more space for one thing or another. So now I have an everyday planner just for like household, family, appointments. That's what I use this for. Then I have my PR social media planner, the DIY planner here. That's supposed to be for social media and PR stuff, but I tend not to even use it that much. And this is another instance of I don't feel like I want to come to Craft Lab to use it, but I don't want to be toting it all over the house either. Does that make sense? So I don't feel like I use it to its fullest. And now I have other plans for using it, so I'm hoping that's going to work to help me keep track of live streams, whether I've shared them here, there, and everywhere. Because over the last week, I have forgotten to go back and remove all those ads that YouTube is putting in the streams. I forgot to share them um, on Facebook, share them across social media. So they were just sitting there because I just didn't think of it. The problem is, like, once we end this stream, 12 hours from now, it will be available for ads and like for me to put the finishing things like my end screens, my cards in. So until then, there's not a lot of editing I can do to prep it to share. So I have to wait for the 12 hours and then I end up forgetting, thinking, oh, I already did it. So I need to kind of keep better track of that. Plus, then I don't remember to post on Instagram because I'm thinking I already did it. Yes, that's another fail for the year. I have a few fails, planner fails. I stopped the health related because it just wasn't working. Even though I need it, I don't know how to make it work. So I have, I mean, I'm counting the ones that I just shared as my main. Plus this, I really like this. This is kind of my favorite because it kind of has everything, but this is the one that I write in at night. Um, when I write down everything or I write everything down so that I remember to put it in my everyday planner. I have my lists in here to do this, that, and the other. And I like it because it's fully dated so I can write things in advance. So I can know in advance what I got to do or what's happening. So this is kind of like, and I like the size of it. But the problem is I can't decorate too much in this. And I can just be sloppy in this and just do whatever. If I feel like doing a little lettering, then I can do a little lettering. If I want to complain, I can complain in peace. Yeah. And I do use a few little stickers here and there, like leftover things like that. Yeah. So that's what this is. See, I was drawing out some stuff, but hmm so that's kind of like my favorite. If I could get into some of these other planners the way I get into this one, that would be so much better. I could put those in my catch-all. So that's an idea because I thought maybe I could just. So my fails are the reading journal. I got everything together. I have pretty little notebook that I made out of a composition notebook. I covered it all nice. I've been saving stickers for it, and I haven't listened to or read anything since I did that. And I don't feel like listening to or reading anything right now. The mood will come back probably in the fall where or yeah, September, October, I'll be wanting to read and listen to audiobooks again. I don't know. Summertime, I just don't want to. So that's a fail. It's completely empty. And my garden journal, like I mentioned earlier, is completely empty. It's all cute, ready to go. I'm gonna show y'all, even though I don't want you to see the other thing. But yeah, it's all ready to go. This was supposed to be the garden journal. And I'm glad in this instance that I didn't do permanent covers. So I can change this cover and convert this into a crochet journal. Even though I made one, which y'all will see in a future video. I made one, but yeah, I don't like it. And I think it's going to be too small. So I'm going to use that as one of the categories in my crochet journal that I need. This probably is going to turn out to be that. Now this, I don't mind carrying it around. I don't know. It's not precious. Um, but this was supposed to be like my main page in the garden journal, or I was going to switch it out for the survive and thrive. But I like the survive and thrive because, survival on your own kind of thing. That's what I was thinking when I chose that. But the cover. And I already numbered all the pages. This is a composition notebook that I just cut down. And I think I showed y'all this. I don't remember. Um, so what I do when I see these little memes or information graphics on Instagram, I'll save them to threads, and then from threads I can download them and print them. It's not as easy to download and print from Instagram. That's why I send it to threads. And so, yeah, I put those in here and taped them up to make them look cute. Just information I felt like I needed for my gardening tips. The problem is, I think I just started too late in the season because I was trying to wait because I know I'm going to have a change and I didn't want to have all this stuff growing and then I got to move it all. So maybe next year or in the fall. So we'll see. But yeah, I forgot I had these pages in here. So maybe I might just leave this as a garden journal. Um, since I got this stuff. See, this is one I printed and haven't put in here yet. So maybe I will leave it as a garden journal. I got stickers collected to use in it, but this is a fail because I ain't used it. Um, so maybe I'll keep it. I changed my mind. I got a whole box of those 50 cent um composition notebooks, so maybe I'll just cut down another one. I don't know if I have another plastic cover. And the covers I usually get are from Lauren Phelps Designs. They're a bit pricey, and I don't need anything that fancy, but I don't know where else I can get the A5 covers from, or like this, the standard covers. This I don't mind paying for, but if I keep doing composition notebooks, I do want them to have a nice cover on them. So if anybody knows where else I can get A5 covers from, the clear covers for cheap, that would be great. Because then, like I said, with the clear cover, it's not adhered, so I can change the cover whenever I want. So, yeah, I like that. And the reading journal, let me show y'all that one. I guess I don't need to do a fail video because I'm already doing it. I have some other fails, but yeah, this little crochet flower is from Let's Get Planned. Okay, see, I got all these stickers. I didn't even remember I had this stencil in here. Got a stencil in here, I guess to stencil my book information. These are more stickers. See, I did this nice cover, inside cover. Back is covered too, but it's hard to slide it in and out because it fits so snugly. But I got all these reading stickers. Just sitting here waiting for inspiration to hit and for me to get in here and start. Well, for me to start reading. Oh, this is a pocket that I was going to use to store stuff in. But yeah, and I think this is a freebie in the Facebook group, but you should be able, if you don't see it in the freebies on my website at scrapcraftastic.com, which I think is there, you should find it in the Facebook group. And I think this too. And this is just sticker paper. I sprayed it with a sealant like Mod Podge. And there's another one. I can't remember the name of it is, but it's a Mod Podge spray to give it like that somewhat waterproof finish. And yeah, You think I could do that for table gifts? Okay. 4? Hmm. And thank you, Sheena. Um, so yeah, and I got all these stickers, these little sticky notes that I got for the book review. I got two different kinds so that I could, slap that down on the page when I felt like it, and not have to do any extra work. But I haven't used it yet. I'm not repurposing it though. I'm gonna eventually read something again one day and I'll get into it. But for now, so far in 2025, it's it's a nothing burger. Okay, so I need to figure out what I want to do for the crochet situation because I'm a little bit obsessed. I even was trying to figure out crochet channel names, even though I don't know what on earth I would put on a crochet channel. I know y'all was saying you want to learn stitches and stuff like that, but I don't know that I'm the one to teach because I don't even know that I do it right. I notice how people hold their yarn. I don't hold my yarn like that. I'm left-handed. So I do the best I can because everybody that I've learned from and all the pictures that I've learned from are right-handed versions. So I kind of have to reverse it to make it make sense. But once you learn the basic stitches, um, you can pretty much make anything. You just got to be able to follow the pattern. But it's only like 5 different stitches, I think, and they're all very similar. So yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. Figure out what sections I need. And I thought I wrote it down. I might have wrote it down in my junk notebook. 'Cause I don't think I wrote it in here. I wrote it on my notebook. Yeah. All right. So that is it for this live stream where I talked your heads off about absolutely nothing. But it's just on my mind because I'm a little bit obsessed. And yeah, I guess I will holler at y'all Friday. If you like this stream, be sure to give me a thumbs up. I need all the help I can get with the algorithm so that my videos can be pushed out there. Um, make a set of boxes or holidays and add them. Okay. Okay. Hyper focused. Hmm. Obsessed, hyper focused, I guess. It's just good to have because I mean, I could be drawing too. That's why I told him. I said I could be drawing, but that means I got to get stuff out. I got to have ideas. It's not brainless work. To me, crocheting is brainless counting for the most part. And I can sit there and watch a movie or a show or YouTube or whatever and still be productive doing something. I don't like to just sit and do nothing. That's nerve-wracking because then I'll sit there and say, "Well, I could be doing this, and I could be doing that, and you should be doing this, and you should be doing that." And I don't do anything but just sit there. So I feel better. I'm doing something. So it makes me feel better. Um, so I'm enjoying it. Hopefully I won't get over it, like he said, but we shall see. I don't think I will. Because everywhere I go, I'm like, they should be selling yarn. What's wrong with them? Like Five Below, what's wrong with them? They should be selling yarn. And I went on, I'm gonna tell y'all this and then I'm gonna go. I went on a mad hunt Sunday morning because my sweater that I'm making, it had a certain color yarn that I had got from Dollar Tree. I thought I had enough of it, but I didn't, and I ran out and I only needed like a little bit more. And Saturday, after I dropped my son off at work, I went to 4 different Dollar Trees looking for that yarn. None of them had it. At the fourth Dollar Tree, I decided to get on Their website, I forgot that I could look on their website and see what stores had it in stock. So I looked, and the store is a little far that had it in stock. But Sunday morning, I got up and I went to that Dollar Tree. It's a little ways away, but I went by myself and they had it. They had lots of it. So I got what I needed and was able to finish my sweater over the weekend. So that was good. But normally I wouldn't do things like that. The only thing that I've ever done anything like that for was a planner. I got up like in the middle of the night, like late night, and went all the way out to the outlet malls, which is a good hop, skip, and a jump away from home, to get a Kate Spade personal zipper planner on sale. I flew out there to get it. So yeah. So I did the same thing for the yarn. So I think I'll stick because I mean I stuck with the planner stuff, right? So and I also found out the little skeins of yarn that Dollar Tree sells are not really worth it if you're doing a big project. They're worth it if you're doing something small and you just need a certain color or whatever. They don't have that much of a selection of colors either. But that's what I started out with because I was just fiddling around playing. Um, but at the Dollar Tree that I went to, up high on the shelf as I was leaving, I noticed a box of these giant skeins or balls of yarn. They were 1 pound bundles or balls or skeins or however you want to call it of yarn for $5. 1 pound. The only problem was they only had two colors. They had black and they had the olive green color, and that was it. So I was like, whoa, if they start selling these at all the Dollar Trees, and they sell Premier yarn. I don't know about the Crafter Square yarn, and I know y'all not into this, but I'm telling y'all anyway. The Premier yarn, I've heard some people say it's scratchy. I find it quite nice. I think it compares to the big twist yarn from that Joanne used to sell that Michaels will be selling again in the fall. Fingers crossed. Hopefully they won't jack up the price too much because they don't have any competition. But some of Joanne's brands will be coming to Michaels in the fall and later in the year. So yeah, I got 3 of the 1 pound skeins of yarn. I got 1 black. I think I got 1 black and 2 greens because I got plenty of black yarn, so I didn't really need that much. But we'll see how it goes. I like the Premier yarn. I think it's pretty nice and inexpensive if you're on a budget and you don't wanna spend an arm and a leg on the yarn. So and that's another thing I want to be able to write down in my crochet journal or journals which yarns I like and why and which yarns I want to try. There's an alpaca yarn. I want to try that just to see how it is. I've never crocheted with the only thing I've ever crocheted with is like Red Heart. Premier yarn is a new yarn for me, but those are all acrylic yarns. And then right now I'm making a top for my daughter is cotton yarn, but it's the peaches and cream, which is the sugar. I think it's sugar and cream is the name brand, and Peaches is Cream is the same yarn, but they sell it in Walmart. So I got the Peaches and Cream in Walmart. So I am doing my first cotton yarn project. Well, my first two. I'm working on two for her, but those are really easy because they're like little halter top things. And she's like the perfect model because she's small, so I can make quick little things for her and get her to model so I can take a picture. And yeah, so yeah, I wanna be able to do all of that. Me and Julian, my son, my youngest son, when I say young man, that's who I'm talking about. We went to this yarn shop. I told y'all about this already. And it's in a bougie area, and it's a real bougie yarn shop. And it's too advanced for me because I don't know those yarns yet. I'm not familiar. I'm still learning. I have to research and find out all the different types of yarn. And then There's this girl I watch on YouTube a little bit. I think it's Hopey Dopey something or other, and she makes a lot of tops. One of the tops that I'm making for my daughter is one of her patterns. So, and they work up really fast, so I can make it like in 1 or 2 days. Like in the middle of the Hopey Dopey, I think it's a Fairy Faye top. If you Google that, I mean, if you search that on YouTube, Fairy Faye, you'll probably find it. It works up really fast, but I was working on that, and then I was like, "Well, I want to learn how to crochet the bra cups." S It's hard to explain, but I wanted to learn how to do the bra cups. So I grabbed the cotton yarn and started making one, and it came out nice, so I continued on. So I've got both cups done. I've got the waist area, the bottom part done, and I think I finally took myself to sleep last night when I was working on the straps. So it, like, crisscrosses in the back. So I'll have it finished today so she can try it on. And I've been measuring her and telling her to, "Come here, come here, come here. Let me get a measurement." Yeah, he knows. I tell him what y'all say, what people say. Hey, quite frankly. So I'm in the process of learning new things. That's exciting to me. Finally, I got something that I can wake up in the morning, it's all brand new, and learn more about it. Yeah, I can't wait to try the different yarns and see how they are. When Joanne had everything on sale, I almost bought wool yarn, but I was like, no, because I might not make anything with it. I should have got that wool yarn because I would definitely make something. I do enjoy a good acrylic yarn, and I plan on using all the yarn I got. I don't know what he's talking about. I plan on using it all. I have so much. I even started writing on the skeins what I plan to make with it, what I'm going to use it for. And I'm trying not to be too obsessed and only watch crochet videos. But yeah, YouTube is changing my algorithm. So now it gives me Girl World, a little politics, which I don't really like to watch, but I can't help myself. And it's giving me crochet, which I love. I love the shorts, the crochet shorts, because then I can just go to the channel and find the pattern. Or as Juan, I can't remember what his name is, Juan the crocheter or whatever, calls them recipes. I can go, yeah, get them like that. So I'm a little bit, yeah, excited about it. But anywho, we were supposed to be talking about planner stuff on this channel, but I broke that rule. Anywho, it's time to go. And all this glare. Yeah. Wait, I thought they already did the closing arguments. They're giving the jury, we talking about Diddy trial? They're giving the jury instructions. I thought they already did the closing arguments. Because Tisa Tells came on this morning, got everybody upset talking about the prosecution has dropped charges. So I hurried up and clicked on her video. I knew it was clickbait, but I hurried up and clicked, and then she's talking about they dropped the state charges. But everybody else is saying they didn't drop any charges. So I don't know. And since Regina M is here, aka Erica, have you been watching Girl World? Did you know Foodie got kicked out of her apartment after a couple of days because somebody doing too much contacted her landlord and told I guess they showed pictures of the previous place that she lived in, how she kept it. Also, apparently, she wasn't supposed to have any animals or smoke in that apartment. And so, yeah, she's out of there. Yeah, you're a little bit behind. She got kicked out. She says it was a mutual decision, but I think she got kicked out. I mean, she could have just got kicked out for having the cat there and for smoking in there. forget what her previous apartment looked like. And she tried to say that was years ago. That was 3 years ago. That wasn't that long ago. Yeah, she got kicked out. I haven't been watching Amber lately because she does her live streams too late at night, and I really don't care that much to stay awake because I have to get up early in the morning, and I'm not yeah, I'm not a paid member of her channel. Charlie Gold streams them on her Discord, but like I said, I can't stay up that late to watch that. And I haven't been watching any recaps on her because she's boring. She's not doing anything. At least Foodie's getting kicked out of her apartment. I mean, no, she's not at she can't stay at Pete's. Pete's is living in some elderly couple's upstairs room. She can't just go to Pete's. Um, she came on yesterday because she was missing the day before. She came on yesterday and was in a vehicle. She wouldn't tell whose vehicle. First, she said she bought it. Then she said, well, maybe I did, maybe I didn't. It could be I borrowed it from somebody. I could have rented it. I'm not telling. And she said she's on the plan B, but she's not telling what plan B is either, which I don't blame her because I think people did go too far. It's a little bit funny, but people did go too far contacting her landlord. What is the point of that? So now she's gonna show even less. She says she's only gonna if she streams, she won't be streaming from her home or she'll be in front of a white wall or a green screen because people do too much and I can't blame her. And then somebody in her comments in her chat said, well, that's probably why the channels that what do they call it? Not review. Reaction. Reaction channels don't show themselves, and that's right, but a lot of them that don't show themselves have been doxxed too. So, I don't know, I don't get the point of that. I don't like to watch Karina because Karina's okay, but you got to know what really happened. I gotta know what really happened to watch Karina, because she's kinda like Tisa Tell. She stretches the truth or makes it sound a way that it really wasn't. So if I don't actually know what happened, I don't like to watch Karina without knowing because she'll have you believing some of everything that's not quite what it is. Yeah, and Foodie knows that those people are crazy. And what she did was, I think she was only there 3 days, maybe. But what she did was give a basically a tour of her apartment. So, of course, they took screenshots and probably did a reverse lookup search, and whoever her landlord was had put other units in the building because I think it was it's a house that's been renovated into apartments. She they were able to find it based on the other pictures from the other units that he had available for rent. That's how they found it out. Everywhere she goes, she's talking about she don't feel safe there because people know where she is and blah blah. Everywhere she's lived since she was with BB from the BB days, everybody has known where she lived. When she was at the villa, they used to send food to her at the villa. Everybody had her address. They knew where she lived when she was in Kuwait. So why is she scared now? I don't understand that, but I think she just wanted out. She said she didn't really like the apartment anyway. So she probably just wanted out. But yeah, they can I told you they're better than the FBI. I think they found her based on the doorknob and the color of the paint on the walls and the way the kitchen looked. Bye, Regina E. Sorry. Okay, maybe we need a foodie channel. We can talk about that in the Discord. All right, I'm out of here. I'll see y'all Friday. Sorry. I had to tell somebody though. All of that. All right. Don't forget the thumbs up, share, share, share. Come back and leave a comment, please. Yes, a doorknob. All right, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.